Channel OGs may remember May 30th as the 2-year anniversary of the Benchmade Griptilian review, my first Benchmade. Okay, no one actually celebrates that anniversary or even realized it existed, maybe except me. Alright, I had to look it up. But that was the beginning of the phase of my YouTube career known as the
"If you love Benchmade so much, why don't you marry them?"
era, or my butterfly period to make it sound like I'm a knife video artist. The 551 is, I want to say with no evidence, Benchmade's most popular knife. Probably not coincidentally one of their most affordable. And I've read one article on Knife Depot's blog that supports my theory, so let's call that a fact. Benchmade pun. One thing I sort of don't like about that knife is the grippy jimping is kind of owie. And you know, I did get a blister in that video after beating on wood for an hour in the backyard. Okay, it was probably 10 minutes. Alright, 30 seconds. Well, awesome subscriber and better Instagrammer than me, Skookum Danger, occasionally gives me knives and decided the Freek was something I needed. And it's like a slightly less pointy Griptilian for more tender hands. Sort of like mine. You're like, how do you have tender hands when you never use lotion? It's all the dried cracks, okay? So let's look at the dimensions of both knives, like the overall length and weight. I hope everyone here remembers what I measure without the blue lines. You know, I know that those are important, but we'll just have to get by with numbers. Blade size and cutting edge. Too many blue lines would be like too busy, and I don't want to, make it hard to read here. Handle size, grip area. I need the blue lines. Where are the blue lines? The blue lines are missing. The blue lines need to be here. Please, where are the blue lines? Spine thickness, handle thickness. I usually put an extra sentence here because it helps me time my titles, which is why I talk between them. Tallness. Otherwise, it's harder to gauge how long of an awkward pause to put in. You know what I mean? The Benchmade Freek features a drop point, satin finished blade, and a hollow grind, made from the bare minimum to please knife steel snobs, S30V. If you know things about knives, you might know that a standard Griptilian or 551 comes in a satin finished flat ground blade with 154 cm steel. I like my 154 cm Benchmade blades because they're easy to sharpen. The hollow grind on the Freek is kind of shallow and could easily have been confused with the standard Benchmade flat grind, like I did at first. Now a knife like my Sabenza 21 has an obvious concave side profile, and the Freek has a very slight inward curve, so it's not as obvious. And also I'm going to try something new here. I may not continue this anymore. I measured about 0.58 millimeters behind the edge near the blade heel. Overall though, the Freek has a longer and taller blade than the Griptilian. Deployment. It's handled by thumb studs and it's locked up with an axis lock. Like the 551. My 551 is more broken in and the blade falls and deploys slightly quicker. However, the Freek is also an easy and quick deployer too. Thumb flicks, pulling back the lock, or even a hard downward fling, they all work. The Griptilian's exterior handle is made out of a glass-filled nylon. That is if you buy the standard Griptilian. There are different versions, and the standard one has some jimping that might be uncomfortable during extended hard use. Not that most non-YouTube knife people even use their blades like that, but the Freek on the other hand has an underlying grivery handle. Think similar to the standard Griptilian handle hardness, but it has a layer of rubberized material over the top, making it more comfortable and grippy overall. It would make a better knife for wet conditions. Long-term use will reveal how well the overmolded rubberized parts hold up. But overall, as just an everyday carry, I like it better. The stainless steel liner is only a small partial one, and even smaller than the partial inside the standard Griptilian. This must contribute to the lighter overall weight of the Freek. The smaller liner doesn't appear or feel to cause compromise to the overall durability. And in both of these knives, the firmness of the handle is due to the grivery with a reinforced grid underneath. There's not a whole lot of flex unless you apply a lot of pressure. The clip on both knives appears to be a similar mount, and both are tip-up carries that swap to the right or left side. So it allows for tip-up, blade backward, in both pockets, the desired position among internet knife experts everywhere because of the theoretical faster deployment for all situations, tactical and perceived to be tactical. The Freek clip is a split phallus style with a bit tighter of a grip than the standard 551, and about 3/4 of an inch sticks out of your pocket, above the clip. You also must be aware the Freek, because of its rubberized area, requires a bit more force to slide into the pocket because of the resistance of the rubberized areas. Think an unlubricated condom. Comparison. Due to the handle and lighter weight, I believe I prefer the Freek as an everyday carry knife. It only costs slightly more than a regular Griptilian and also might be better for use in rainier or wet conditions like fidgeting with it in the shower. We've seen enough of these two together, right? Let's move on to the 941. Another one of my favorite Benchmades, very light, smaller, easier carry in the pocket because it takes up less room, and the carbon fiber is smooth and premium. Costs more though, and may send the wrong message to a working class electorate. My great-grandfather was a pig farmer. Oh yeah, well my great-grandfather was a pig. How about the Mini Crooked River? I think, and now this might be tentative, my top 4, okay, maybe 5 Benchmades. We got the Freek, the Mini Crooked River, the 941, and the Fact. The Freek is the most affordable of the 4 though, and is the most sensible choice. But the Mini Crooked River is still a very nice knife. I like it. Okay, you know what? Why don't we do the Bug Out? The Bug Out is a very lightweight knife. It costs around the same price as the Freek. However, it has a slightly smaller blade and handle. Alright, what about the Spyderco Endura 4? It has a very comfortable handle, nice long blade. It's lightweight and was my everyday carry for years before becoming a Z-less internet gear review personality. It deploys slower though, so you don't look quite as cool around all your friends. Alright, before we finish here, let's look at a Benchmade family size comparison. Is this sad or is it really cool? You decide. Let's call it cool. The Freek is cool. Let's beat it up a bit and see if it can handle wax and, I don't know, batoning, right? This is like 3 videos in a row with batoning. The spine has a slightly rounded edge, so it might not be good for ferro rods, an important survival tool in the internet age. I will say though that in wet conditions, if you need to light a camp stove, a knife with a 90-degree spine and a ferro rod outperforms a wet lighter or a match. I learned this once while car camping. Probably the only useful thing I've ever learned by playing with knives. The Freek is a good-sized blade for food prep and general everyday carry. It's also a good mid-sized, lightweight, entry-level Benchmade knife, which is a lot of hyphenated words. It's made in the USA, like I'm pretty sure all mainline Benchmades are. The Axis lock is one of my 2 favorite locks because it's a snappy deployment and fun to fidget with when you're not cutting things, which turns out is nearly all of the time. If you like this sort of review, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a lot of Benchmade videos out. Invite your friends to watch it, give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you follow Skookum Danger on Instagram. He donated this knife to the channel. Leave comments. I think that's about it. Thanks for watching.